What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So with it being a Sunday, today we're going to discuss 5 stocks that I'm going to buy next week. But just before we jump into all of that, can I please just say thanks very much to everyone that has subscribed to this channel, as we have hit the 1000 mark last night, so thanks very much to every single one of you. At the moment we have just under 7,650 euro invested, and we're going to put a further 100 euro in to kick things off this week. We're going to invest that into 5 different companies that I'm going to discuss in this video. So now we're nearly towards the 8% mark of my overall goal of having 100,000 euro invested into the market. So over the last few weeks, the stock market has been crashing a lot, so there's been a lot of volatility. In my opinion, as a long-term investor, as I always say, that gives a brilliant opportunity to dollar cost average, effectively giving you an overall cheaper price within a stock, which will give you a better overall profit in the long term. Now, it hasn't been all doom and gloom in the stock market as of late. We can see on screen here that the Senate have now passed Biden's 1.9 trillion stimulus relief package, so that could be a huge boost in the short term for the US economy. We can also see the Nasdaq had their biggest intraday comeback in over a year, so markets have kind of come back over the last day or so. At the start of last week, the markets were, like, my overall portfolio was down about 3%, which is quite a lot considering it's an overall diversified blue chip portfolio. There isn't a lot of kind of high speculation stocks within that, so it's kind of one of those more relatively safe portfolios, and it's still down about 3% at that stage. But I checked there just before this video, and the markets and my stocks have kind of come back to parity, and I've gone back into the green. The best thing to do is we'll go through each of my portfolio pies to see which of the 5 companies I'm going to further dollar cost average into. Communication services were up 24.5% and have 594 euro invested. Walt Disney and Facebook are both in the green, so we're not going to touch those today. In consumer discretionary, we're down 4.8%, have just under 1,100 invested. We can see that the main reason why this sector is in the red is because of Tesla. It's currently down 18.8%, which is huge for such a big company. So we're going to definitely take advantage of that. And out of the 100 euro we're going to invest today, I'm going to put 30 into Tesla. Again, I mentioned in yesterday's video, by investing, let's say, 30 euro into a stock such as Tesla, it mightn't seem a whole lot, but when you're dollar cost averaging, when you continually and consistently put in small amounts of capital into stocks that are currently in the red, in the long term, it will definitely pay off. So it's going to be 30 euro or 30% of my capital into Tesla today. We then have consumer staples, which is up 1.7%, and we have just over 1,100 euro invested here. This last week was about 3% in the red, just like consumer discretionary, or even more actually, was maybe 4%. And because we dollar cost average into the likes of Coca-Cola and PepsiCo, which are now back into the green, that made all the difference. So today we can see that P&G is currently down 2.9%, so I'm going to invest further into this company, 20 euro. So after we put 20 euro into P&G, we will then look at the energy sector. We're up 15.5% and have about 416 euro invested. The 2 old school style energy stocks in the form of ExxonMobil and Chevron are both well up. Chevron is up over 50% and ExxonMobil is up 78%. However, I discussed a full video yesterday on iShares Global Clean Energy ETF and why I'm going to remain bullish on this stock and continually buy on the dip. I'm only going to put in a further 20 euro today, and the reason for that is I do believe it's going to drop further in value over the next few weeks. If you look at the charts, it kind of does signal that it could do so. Now, if I'm wrong, well and good, the share price will go back up to what shares I already have. I think I have about 17.5 shares at the moment before buying this further 20 euro. So that's why I'm only putting 20 euro in, and if it drops further, I'll continually add further to the position to get it back to parity, as we're currently down 20%, so that's quite a lot in an ETF. Now, once we put the 20 euro into the iShares Global Clean Energy ETF, we can go on to my normal ETFs. Both are well in the green. We're about 12% up overall and have 731 euro invested. Both are up about 12% overall each, the S&P 500 and the FTSE 100. Financials are doing quite well at the moment. We have about 1,100 euro invested and are up 30%, so I'm quite happy with how that's going. All 5 in the form of Visa, MasterCard, JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America and Goldman Sachs are all well in the green, with the bottom 3 there being up over 50 to 65% each. Then have my healthcare sector pie, which is up 7.7%. We have 3 stocks equating into 808 euro invested overall. 2 are in the green. Johnson & Johnson up 7.5% and AbbVie is up 24%. Pfizer, however, is in the red. It's down about 2.7%. So I'm going to put further capital in here of €20. So if we go up to the top, we can go into invest funds and simply put in the €20, and we can change the custom targets, the custom, and then if we scroll down here on the right, we can put the €20 fully into Pfizer. Then have the industrial sector pie, which is up 12.6%. We have about €260 invested here, with 3M up 10.6%, Caterpillar up 42, which I'm quite surprised with because that was only up about 5 or 6% a few weeks ago, so that's quite interesting to see. And Waste Management is up 6.4%, another company that I dollar cost averaged into over the last few weeks. We currently have nothing in materials. We will go to my penny stock pie next after we go through real estate and technology. Real estate, we have the one company, we have 2.66% in the green, just realty income here, and we only have about €60. So I'm kind of waiting to see if realty income does drop in value, and if so, I'll start lumping in further capital. Technology, we are up 14.5%. It's my largest holdings at the moment, and we are just under €1,300 invested. 4 of the 5 are currently in the green. Microsoft is up 12%, Apple up 9.7%, Alphabet is up 43.7%, and IBM is up 4.4%. However, the reason I'm not investing further into Amazon at the moment, even though it's down 2.2%, is because it's only due to FX impact is the 2.2%, and it's not actually the share price. So I'm going to leave that for now, and if it drops further, I'll definitely be snapping up more shares of Amazon, as I do really like the company. Finally, we have my penny stock pie in the form of Hightide, just one company here at the moment. I've made a few videos over the last few weeks on this company. Now, a normal penny stock, you kind of hype, it's kind of a pump and dumps kind of scheme. But with Hightide, I generally believe in the long term, they have potential, especially from the Q4 earnings reports that came out a few days ago. So for that reason, I didn't lump in a lot of money at the start, and just as well I didn't, because we only have about €15 invested at the moment, and it's down 11%. That's mainly due to the overall market conditions at the moment, and a lot of these penny stocks are a lot more volatile than, let's say, the blue chip companies. However, that's why I'm going to slowly trickle money into this company, and dollar cost averaging is very important in companies like this. So I'm going to put in a further €10. Again, €10 is absolutely nothing, but it really is, it's nearly doubling our position at the moment. So that's why I'm starting off small and continually buying in on the dip for Hightide. So once the markets open tomorrow morning, we'll have about another €100 invested into those 5 stocks combined, which just brings us €250 away from the €8,000 mark. So I'm looking forward to hitting that milestone, and that will give us 8% towards my overall investing goal of having €100,000 invested into the market. So that's it for today. I just wanted to give an update on the 5 stocks I'm buying once the markets open for next week. We're going to put a further €100 capital in, as we discussed, into 5 different companies. So we'll have about €7,750 invested once those go through and get executed tomorrow morning. Again, thanks very much to everyone that has subscribed to the channel, as we have hit the 1,000 milestone, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So thanks very much to every single one of you. And with all that being said, that's the end of the video. If you found it any way interesting or helpful, it'd be much appreciated as always. Again, if you're new around here, to even subscribe to the channel. Let's see, can we get to the 2,000 before the next few months? And also, if you found this video anyway helpful, it'd be great if you could smash the like button. And most importantly, if you have any questions, comments, queries, or suggestions, please don't hesitate to comment below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as quick as I can. Thanks very much, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and I will see you all in tomorrow's video.